Alright everybody, welcome back to the Join Dota League Season 5. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by Rupture for CNB up against Isurus game number 2 on Truesight TV. Rupture, how was your break?
Just on fine, man. Just shooting the shit. As usual. I wonder how the rest of the guys are doing. Actually, I should check chat for this. But yeah, just taking it a good chilling here. Just relaxing here and there, and well, looking for another classic South American match right now.
Yeah.
Which CNB pretty much took head on, and on the back of a really good move from Klutz on the end, who got pretty much uninterrupted at all. Like, he even managed to skip in the middle of a team fight with like a remnant placed next to the enemy team.
Yeah.
It just kind of boggles my mind to some degree. Man, that guy's just as slick as hell. That's all I can say.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Isurus are going to go ahead and, well, pick up their big heroes. CNB actually respect banned the Shadow Fiend, which I'm a little surprised about, but they'll first pick Sniper Clockwork, which is very,
Dire team back.
very strong with the Sniper. But Isurus going ahead and picking up that classic DDX hero, the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, arguably one of the most famed DDX heroes. Period. He does have this little tendency of sometimes overextending here and there, but outside of that, he's pretty much the best Storm Spirit player out of most of South America. Maybe Pain Gaming have one or two things to say about that, but he's up there.
I would
He's
say
arguably
that Pain
one of the
don't have
best
as much of a strong Storm Spirit player. But
Well, yeah, you're right. They're kind of better with other heroes, to be completely honest. But
both ADR and King RD would rather play kind of the heavy farming heroes, especially ADR.
yeah, you're right. You're right. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, it's arguably one of the best Storm Spirits on the whole continent, if not the best. I would say maybe Leo Style is up there, but he's not. He's kind of a new face. At
Yeah.
least the bigger leagues. Maybe of the NAT. I mean, RTC does pack a really good Storm Spirit, but at the
Sumail.
same time, you can add Sumail. Yeah.
Oh my god, Sumail
So-
versus DDX 1v1 Storm.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh
that would
my
be,
goodness. On land, please. But,
yeah.
anyways. We got the Witch Doctor coming up for CNB, Earthshaker as well. So looking for actually the same combo Isurus had last game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
feel like the reason why they banned also the. Oh wait, they banned the Shadow Fiend. I thought Shadow Demon for some goddamn reason.
It's all good.
Shadow Fiend, yeah, it wasn't so. Yeah, I don't think it was such of a huge impact, but at the same time, it's that kind of hero that I think it's mostly because of the sports. The fact that you're able to just blink in and requiem a guy and just delete him on the face of the earth is quite difficult to handle. I mean, they were able to pull it off just because they had a Shadow Demon, but at the same time, Shadow Demon is not one of those supports that you really want to pick most of the time. It's like, it's a really good counter pick, pretty much, but as a main pick, he's nah, I don't feel it. Same time, Isurus going with a Mirana, which I'm kind of surprised about.
Yeah, it's a little surprising, but they definitely have damage, and with the Troll Warlord, it'll amp up Mirana's attack speed very early. I just don't really see them lining it up really well with the stun. It's a tiny ban from CNB, though. Just getting rid of that IO hero. Excuse me.
10 seconds remaining.
It's my 5th
They're
game of
gonna-
the day, Rupture, so I am,
5 seconds.
I'm falling
Yeah.
apart here.
I'm kind of curious. Is that gonna be a bristleback? Because they do need an offlaner on this, unless they're gonna pull something like a tri-lane and leave the Troll Warlord just 1v1 versus the enemy offlane. Which, I mean, it has any potential to happen, but I mean, It should be a Bristleback IO, I guess. I mean, it's a solid combo. It's not the best, but it's alright. And it's a good offlaner as well, so I think that could happen.
10 seconds.
But I don't know, because
5 seconds.
a Bristleback is not the best setup for a Mirana as well, so either you pick a really good IO hero with a good offlaning potential and leave the Mirana pretty much by herself and just pretty much, you know, doing fuck all, or you pick up a Mirana hero and then you have a really awkward offlane.
And interestingly enough, we will see Juggernaut picked up. He fell off a little bit for a while there, but hey, maybe on a comeback.
I think Juggernaut is a really strong hero. Is still a really strong hero. It's just you need a different item build-up for him, I feel. Like, I was talking about that with some other guys from the local scene, and they're thinking like maybe doing attack speed items is the correct approach, but not mass commanders and such. It's more like try to go Assault Cuirass and maybe a quick Manta into, you know, armor reduction kind of strat with, you know, or going for like a Maelstrom build into Assault Cuirass. That kind of style.
Ooh, with the Brood against an Earthshaker, I'm questioning it, but
especially versus a sniper as well. It's like, and also I'm kind of questioning it because, okay, what Niedra is supposed to be doing here? I'm kind of like, it's gonna be just a 1 minute roaming all over the place, and now you try to you know, pretty much protect their middle or their safe lane. If that's so, it's like, well, yes, the arrow is pretty good skill, but it's not gonna set up a kill by itself, you know.
yeah.
I mean, unless you are FY, pretty much. Unless you're a freaking FY and you're like hitting 8 out of 8 in a single match versus, you know, like really experienced teams. I don't see this Mirana, man. I don't see any setup for her. I mean,
The problem is, I feel like Isurus are just drafting and they don't have synergy in their lineup. They
Exactly.
They may have really cool ideas that may work, but it's almost like they're coming in with a pre-made plan and they don't have a late game plan. Or they don't have a plan to adapt to the enemy team, rather. Sorry about that. I got confused about what I was saying.
honestly, I feel like this is a Deso game for a sniper and a Cuirass game for a Juggernaut. Look at the synergy.
Yeah.
It's like you have Witch Doctor, you have Sniper who can take advantage of armor reduction.
Clockwork
Earthshaker
just to
can set it up.
zone him out, and even Earthshaker can take advantage of armor reduction. His crit's physical.
Oh yeah, the enchant totem is physical as well. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I would say Juggernaut should go for Klutz, should go for like a Battle Fury armor reduction kind of build. I feel like it would be really, really good. The Battle Fury, obviously, for the Broodmother, and also the team fights, as well as that Omni Slash is gonna hit like a freaking truck with armor reduction. So I hope they're considering that. But anyway, let's run out with the lineups real quick before people start killing each other off all over the place.
Yeah. On the side of Isurus, we've got Nadara on the Mirana. Fullback will be on your Wisp, and DDX on his one-of-a-kind signature Storm Spirit, which may be their one hope in this game. In the mid lane, it'll be RJ Mad on the Troll Warlord, and up top, it's Dulcimania on the Broodmother.
Okay, for the side of the Brazilian squad, we're gonna have Ned on the Witch Doctor there with a yellow cap. Also on the Juggernaut, we're gonna have Klutz, 22 right there, just, you know, playing the Masked Man tonight. Jubilee's gonna be with a Clockwork now, so he's gonna switch roles to the enemy offlaner, pretty much in a, I would say in a way of like, let me show you how it's done kind of style.
Keep in mind,
However-
Jubilee's Clockwork is probably one of the best Clockworks I've ever seen. It's Boom 7 level. Or
Bulba level.
Bulba level, yeah. This guy is amazing. Just, you'll see how he gets everything out of the lane. And also, of course, sorry to steal your thunder here, but we have Quest on the mid lane sniper. And of course, for Truesight TV, I'm SB Revolution 5, and this is Rupture as my co-caster this evening.
And you missed Alamau, by the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Earthshaker, Alamau.
Got
Yep.
it.
I done got, as they say.
You done got goof, man. Anyway, let's see what's the lineup. So it's dual lanes for CNB, only that is a 2-2-1. And on the side of actually Isurus is going to be a 1-2-2. So
Better than a
similar
3-2-2.
styles. Yeah, they're actually.
Oh, Arrow is not going to connect there. What the? Where did that net worth graph come from? Okay. I didn't press the button, but a net worth graph randomly appeared on my screen. It was a bit strange.
Your Dota's high, man. Let's go home.
Yeah, I guess so.
Go home, Dota. You're drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Clockwork versus DDX. This bot lane is gonna be quite interesting.
It'll be easy for Storm, in my opinion. You don't want to lock yourself in a cage with Storm Spirit early on. You definitely don't. He's got very quick cast point on all his abilities. He can get a right click off almost instantly if he needs to. And it's going to be a serious problem for Jubilu if he locks himself in there.
But at the same time, Jubilu is able to afflict with, is able to deal damage to the Storm Spirit where it is more vulnerable, which is his mana pool.
Oh,
the arrow! Ooh, nice reflex from Jubilu.
yeah, very nicely done by that.
The Cox would be a really strong hindrance versus DDX, to be completely honest, because he's so. Whoa! What the fuck?
What was?
Jesus Christ! Fast and Furious shit all over the place, man. What the hell?
Have you got a cow in the house over there, Rupture?
No, that was like a full car just going ape shit there, man. I don't know what the fuck.
Meanwhile, top lane, the Dolce Mania getting zoned out a bit. They'll actually dust him up. They bought a ton of detection here, and it's going to pay off in first blood for Ned. I don't even think they needed the dust there. I think Maledicts would have finished it off anyway, but a great start for CNB once again. Yeah, all I heard, Rupture, was...
Yeah, that was a piece of shit cards, man. People feel like Fast and Furious all over the place.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like the...
Oh?
Jubilee is able to... Oh, he's actually gonna one-on-one versus fullback. Nice stun there from the Andra. Actually,
there's no arrow.
Drop here. 4 seconds for the Cox.
They're trying to get one more hit from the Storm Spirit. I think he can do it. He can, but it's not going to be quite enough. Storm tries to get one more right click in there. There is an arrow, though, but Jubilee's going to juke it. And this is what I'm talking about. Jubilee Dodo, ladies and gents. Killed by a neutral creep. 10 out of 10. Grade A meat.
10 out of 10. Grade A meat. And actually, notice that, because the Troll Water was paying attention to what Jubilee was doing, he got picked up by Quest in the middle lane as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, RJ Mad got a little bit like, okay, there goes the clock where he's going straight out at you, and then he's like, oh, why am I dead? Well,
and Isurus' only kill here isn't even theirs. It's the Alpha Wolves, which, as I mentioned earlier this afternoon, that Alpha Wolf, be afraid when he starts marching up to your tower.
Yeah. But going back into what I was trying to say before I got rudely
interrupted by a team fight.
Yeah. Is that the Cogs actually are really hard counters to DDX.
Yeah.
Well, if they didn't have a Wisp, of course, that is. But I mean, if you're able to keep the mana low onto a Storm Spirit, it really hinders pretty much his aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Still's gonna hit a lot though, and Jubilee actually getting a little bit cocky there, and I don't know why he stood up there, but he did. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and not even attack people. I'm next to DDX, and it's like, well, okay, thanks for the free vortex. In the meantime, Quest actually gonna go and get a quick kill into RJ Mad, so the battle of the standings seems to be favoring CNB so far.
Yeah, as do a lot of things here. They managed to find one pick-off, and that is for DDX, but DDX still not quite keeping up with the safe lane Juggernaut for the enemy team, and Juggernaut, speaking of which, is actually going to be sitting on an Aquila phase boost 5 minutes in. Incredible farm. I mean, just utterly incredible at this point.
Yeah.
And he's going
of
for a
course,
bit of the old
granted,
school build. Rupture, he's actually going
granted, the first
stats
blood
and
helped
spin.
a lot, though.
Oh yeah, the first blood definitely helping.
But still, Klutz is so efficient farming. I mean, I'm kind of surprised about it because last time I checked Klutz, he was like really strong, solid player, but I didn't thought that he was like outstanding in any particular field outside of individual plays. But his farming has been picked up a lot lately for him. I mean, that's something I could safely say. Has been farming really, really well. Most of the matches I have seen him play. So, improvement. Oh, quick arrow middle. Ooh, Quest. Good reaction. Nice reflexes. And again, Niandra shooting like how many arrows does this Mirana has shot? Like
5, I'd say. At least,
5
yeah.
or 6.
Hasn't nailed one yet, except for the one where Clockwork was sitting in cogs. Where, well, if you missed that one, go home, Mirana. You is drunk.
Exactly. It was just like arguably one of those timing arrows. So.
Yeah.
I don't think that does even count. So let's say 5 and he just hasn't landed a single one. And again, it's not that he's just doing an awful work about it. He's trying, and by God, he's trying. But it's just no setup. He's pretty much throwing like blind arrows at this stage. It's like, let's hope it hits. Because there is really nothing that can set up for me. Maybe an Electric Vortex from DDX, but that's about it.
Or a good bash from Troll, maybe, but even then, I mean, Troll is not doing well here. 22 last hits up against 40.
Yeah, and
he's died twice. Yeah.
I mean, arguably you have better chance just to line it up with like whirling axis from like range whirling axis. That's arguably a better way of setting it up, but even then it's like really, really bad. It's mediocre at best.
Now Dolce will be over here farming up the enemy jungle, getting a bit of farm in the top lane. Wisp now with the Soul Ring, so they're really going into the Soul Ring gaming here with 2 on the team. And actually, DDX going to come in mid lane. He's got the attack speed buff. Nadar nails a short range arrow, and DDX picks up the kill. Very nicely done by him. And you can see here, despite his low-ish farm, 53 last hits, 8 minutes. Pretty good. Klotz is doing a bit better, sure, but DDX is already halfway to Orchid.
Yeah.
Easily.
Difference here is that DDX needs less farm in order to be active compared to Klotz. I mean, but granted, Klotz doesn't really need that much farm because just with a big Omni. Okay, nice.
Speak of the devil. Nadar's like, you want to see some arrows, boy? I'll show you some arrows.
But at the same time, he's like, Ned, okay, as soon as Klutz got stunned, he's like, okay, I'm gonna sit next to you. Try to hook him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, try to engage him, sorry. Hook him is on the same team, what the hell am I talking about? But just try to engage him. And it's like, well, you know what? No. And I mean, Dulce is like, well, I guess we back. Even lost a couple of spiralings in the process, so... By the way, man, those spiralings are ugly as fuck.
Quest actually getting jumped on by DDX there and taken down again. Storm just is going to do well against Sniper, in my opinion, but these spiderlings, what are these?
Yes.
Oh, I have these, actually.
My God, they're ugly motherfuckers.
They're perceptive, though.
I don't know, man.
No, they are. They're the perceptive spiderlings, like, literally.
Well... well, my perception of them is like they're fucking ugly. Anyway.
They're just a big eyeball.
Yeah, but I mean, that they just look creepy as hell, man. I don't know.
They're like a... Rupture, you remember Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski? These are the Mike Wazowski spiderlings.
I mean, it's like if he made it with, I don't know, like something hellish from like a Lovecraftian horror kind of thing. It's like, well, yeah. You can say it was it wasn't a one-way relationship there.
Dolce is at least in the trees. Oh, okay.
They have no vision.
Oh! And Dolce actually finds the kill! After all, arrow coming from where the... Oh, it hit a creep.
Relocate.
Oh, but relocate in from RJ Mad and the Wisp. Then we're moving in here. Jubilu's here to reinforce, and Sniper as well. But Klotz, he's going to get the blade, or the Omni Slash, excuse me, off on the... the Broodmother, if I can talk here. And they'll get relocate out, so basically, relocate accomplishing, well, pretty much nothing.
Actually, I think that relocate backfired a little, like, really heavily. But, I mean, it was a nice relocate, it's just the fact that they were, CNB was way prepared for that, so... I mean, it is what it is, and at the same time, the main issue for Isurus right now is, well, Niedra, it's 8 last hits and has boots and a branch. Okay, he has blades of attack.
And a blade of attack. And wards, yeah. He's rolling in it.
And a TP.
Yeah.
And a branch. So, I mean, it could be worse, but at the same time, he's like way behind. I mean, at least he's level 6. Which he's actually on a higher level than both of the supports from CNB, but at the same time, the supports of CNB can make a lot of plays.
Without much. Earthshaker wants that, yeah, Earthshaker wants the Blink Dagger, but, I mean, he can be in fights and he'll eventually get it if he does the right thing, you know?
I mean,
Broodmother, though, picking up a late Midas.
They're really... I mean, experience-wise, they're really, like, they're really selfless. I mean... Witch Doctor just need the level 6 and that's about it. I mean,
now, this is the
Shaker...
JDX effect, though. 12-minute Orchid.
Yeah.
That is doom for the enemy team, especially when they're relying on Juggernaut's abilities to give him BKB. If you get that silence off in time, you'll be just fine.
Fullback actually getting on the last hit on the tower as well, so...
Yeah.
Bottle, Soul Ring, probably he could get Tranquils on the back of this.
Yeah. And actually, there'll be a relocate up top. They're looking for something. Mirana Invis will come out. He'll throw a right-click Klotz's way. Oh, but the Witch Doctor's here. He's looking for that cask. Can't quite find it, though. And... Troll Warlord ult in the mid lane, actually. They take down Quest. They were able to actually distract the rest of the team long enough to take down the sniper. And now Juggernaut looking for something here. RJ Mad, you need to back up, buddy. But there's the silence from DDX. It's going to grab Klotz. He might have enough to bring him down. He will with the Soul Burn. And DDX finding yet another one. 1,300 in the bank. As he has just picked up his Orchid a minute ago. And there we go, just using his zip to secure the kill and keep his buddy here alive. DDX Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, how do you counter this guy's Storm?
That's a really hard question to say, especially with a sniper. I mean, Quest is gonna have a hard time, pretty much.
Yep.
Because DDX is doing the smart thing, he's focusing the heroes that he's able to pull kills into. Instead of, you know, try to get Jublu, even though Jublu kind of overextended himself. So I think it was more of a fault on his side that instead of DDX just capitalizing on him. Because if DDX jumps Klotz, like, you know, straight up one-on-one, he's like, well, I may be able to kill you, but I'm not completely sure. But at the same time, with the help of 2 supports as well. Oh, Alamo. Ooh, God, man, this guy...
Alamo's dead. Soulburn once again strikes, and it's just such a good item on Storm. I mean, people say, well, you can defuse it with Manta, so it's not as good as people say it is, except if they don't have a Manta, you can kill supports all day. You can cripple supports with just this one item. Dolce, though, may not be quite so lucky. Klotz does have Omni Slash available. He won't even need it, though, and it's a takedown Brood nonetheless, who tried to man fight with that extra lifesteal, but it just wasn't enough. Meanwhile, DDX, though, I mean, just finding more and more. The Soul Ring on both him and Wisp is just insane amounts of regen. I mean, not even thinking about the active. And he's got enough to work on his Bloodstone right now.
Winter bottom, Jublu, here comes the cavalry, so you better get the hell out of there. Well, no, he's dead. He's so dead.
Yeah, especially with that Orchid. And DDX somehow grabs it again. Leave some for the rest of us, buddy. We know you're good, but we want to be good too.
Well, to be fair, DDX, pretty much is their ace. Because if DDX start falling, what the rest of the line is gonna do? I mean, you have a Broodmother. Well, Broodmother is not particularly a good carry. So let's say you have a Troll. Yes, the Troll is a pretty good carry, but unless you're like that guy from Dust Gaming, End Planner, I think it is called.
Yeah.
Unless you're like those levels of farm with Troll, you're not gonna, you know, just pretty much pull the rest of the team on your back. So, I mean, if they start shutting down DDX, the team fight for CNB is gonna be brutal towards the rest.
Yeah, and oh, DDX not even letting up for a second. He's gonna go after Ned here on the bot lane. He knows he's already got the kill. Arrow slightly misses. Jubilee gets the cogs off, but there's not much else. DDX now on a godlike spree already has Aegis and 3,400 in the bank. Like,
I'm kind of surprised that Klutz went actually for a Manta.
I'm not. Against
Dasha.
against the Storm, he needs Manta. In fact, I'm really surprised he has a Persa. What?
He was going for a Battle Fury and he kind of regretted it.
Yeah, because then he remembered he was playing Juggernaut, maybe. DDX going to relocate in here. They're going to go after Klotz, but Klotz is too quick on the trigger. Ready to TP away. Storm going to look for something. He's going to be able to find Quest. And that's a dead sniper. I would imagine. Yeah. Oh!
Wait, no. Oh! And he actually baited out the Echo Slam as well.
I mean, the bait of the Echo Slam is big, but you definitely want to kill Sniper there. However, there's the Omni Slash coming out. Doesn't quite get anything. They do manage to deny the tower. It did kill off Io, excuse me, and they pick up Troll for it. DDX, though, is staying alive like the BGs here, somehow or another. And
actually,
that's enough for a Bloodstone. He's got it done. 17 minutes in. It took him 5 minutes to farm Bloodstone.
Jesus. Actually, Nieto was the one able to actually get the kill on the sniper anyway, because he popped his ulti and he just sat next to the guy while he was TPing and was like, well, you have 20 hit points. Guess what's gonna happen? You know, so at least, you know, the Mirror is getting a couple kills on her behalf. You know, granted, 90% of the whole damage was DDX, but still. Klutz is still keeping up with him, though. So, that's really good news, but at the same time, it's like, well, you desperately need something like... I wouldn't be surprised if Klutz goes for like a defusal.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that surprising. Although the Manta, of course, as we can see there, will purge off the Storm Spirit's silence and therefore completely negate that 30% bonus damage.
And the silence is most important.
Well, I'd say the bonus damage is more important. Storm oftentimes is killing with the soul burn itself.
Yeah, granted, but I mean, versus a Juggernaut, especially on the upcoming 10 to 15 minutes, I feel like the silence is going to be a bigger hindrance. Why? Because if you're able to dispel the silence, means, okay, I have free Omni Slash. Guess what's going to happen? However, man, oh god, Ned is just getting demolished here. They're not able to leave their own bases. They really can't.
I mean, he gets a return kill on Troll Warlord, but... I mean, Storm Spirit is balling out of control at this point, as the phrase is known, and dead Quest.
God, the sniper is getting trampled on.
I mean, this is what happens when you first pick Sniper. I mean, you're not going to be able to do much if they pick someone who closes the gap between you.
He needs a BKB or another...
And Alamau, Soulburn, kills him. 1102 is the KDA for Storm.
And this is why you never, never, ever give Isurus a Storm Spirit. At all. Like, at all. This is why. Which is quite a refreshing view considering how...
Oh dear. Where'd that go down?
Pretty much how the previous game went.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, Klotz getting jumped on. DDX actually going to be able to do enough damage to bring him down before he can even Manta it off. Broodmother there with the Spawn Spiderlings nuke. And CNB are falling apart quickly here.
Yeah. Just they don't have the money in order to actually pretty much counteract this this Storm Spirit. Now with an Aegis, it's even harder. And on top of that, DDX doesn't give them any chance, which is the scariest part about this guy with these heroes. It's like, no matter what the hell you are, if you appear on my map, I'm just gonna go and gank you. Like Quest right now. Oh, Jubilee, nice counter initiation actually. Quest still dies, but if they're able to keep DDX in, well, Jubilee, where's the rest of your team, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, they're on the base and they're pretty much dead otherwise. I was expecting Klotz just jumping out and doing a quick Omni Slash, but he's still in the grave, so... Oh my god. This is when you know that you are on control of the game, when you're able to pick up heroes after heroes, and then you're not letting them be able to actually have 5 on the field at any time. Then it's pretty much one of those ruffle stomp matches. Pretty much. Okay, there goes DDX. Klotz again. Good Fisher as well. Maledict actually dealing a lot of damage, but DDX really fast on the trigger.
Sorry about that. Camera got a little out of my control.
Ooh. Yeah, the IO is gonna help them a lot with that.
Yeah.
Which, if they didn't have the Wisp, I think that would have been a sure kill. Well, not a sure kill, but
Klotz just popped Omni Slash. No, he didn't. That was Manta. My bad. But he actually could be going down. Omni Slash will actually come back up. They nail Ned with an arrow. I don't know that it's enough to bring him down, though. There's a hook shot in from Jubilee, and Nadara has to leap out. Fullback's probably going down. Storm, meanwhile, is back at base. He'll be zipping in right now, looking for something. Or a couple things, actually. Echo Slam, a lot of hate. He doesn't have that Aegis, but he'll be up in 30 seconds again. His first death of the game. Or his second death, excuse me. Wow.
Yeah, he didn't have the Aegis, he died, and he respawned immediately because of the Bloodstone charges, and then he died again.
Yeah.
So, and they actually managed to get Neander on the back of this, and this is the problem with Isurus lineup here. It's like, well, at the moment that you don't have DDX on the field, it's like, well, things are gonna get messy. For example, right now Klutz has his Manta cooldown, which is gonna be a really huge hindrance because DDX is free to pretty much just jump in.
Yeah.
But no, he's not gonna do it. At the same time, at least Dulce Mania is keeping up with the farm and keeping up with the pressure, especially getting 2 extra levels on Dagon, so he's going for the 4th.
Yeah.
Which is good and all, but at the same time, I feel like this is not gonna turn the teamfights for you.
They've already got killing power with the Storm Spirit. They don't really need the Dagon to finish off kills.
I feel like most of the weight onto this particular match for CNB is gonna rely on Jublue and Alemao particularly, just pretty much to be the fail saves for CNB. Just okay, DDX is definitely gonna jump someone, so
yeah.
They need to be sitting behind that particular one and just counter initiate on the back of this. Which, I mean, Clockwork with a Blade Mail does help a lot versus DDX, but at the same time, he does need a couple, like, let's say 500 to 700 more hit points in order to sustain the first onslaught coming from the Storm Spirit, and then pop his Blade Mail, and then, you know, pretty much do your own business.
Yeah.
Lincolns actually wouldn't be so horrible, by the way. But who's gonna build the Lincolns here? Is like
DDX.
No, on the CNB
Oh,
side.
yeah, duh. Nobody, pretty much. Maybe Ned in this super late game, but yeah. Ned, meanwhile, getting blown up. They'll trade for the IO, but DDX doesn't seem to care. He's just on the other side of the Great Wall of Fissure there. Hanging out.
He should, because Klutz does have kill potential on him.
Yeah, especially with this Basher.
Yeah. How the hell did he farm a Basher on the back of this?
Okay, how did he farm a Battle Fury in 23 minutes alongside a Basher, Manta, Mask of Madness, and Phase Boots with this DDX moving around the map? Like, that's what's so impressive. Whether he's doing well with it or not, his sheer amount of farm is impressive.
Actually, now that I think about it, he did get the streak from DDX. So, that was a hefty chunk of change. Especially because looking at that scoreboard, I mean, they're quite ahead. Gonna get a quick jump into Alemao and using that. Oh man, Jublue, you cannot miss hooks like this. But at the same time, DDX doesn't have that much mana onto him, actually.
Oh, and they'll actually take him down. Well, they'll force him to suicide. And Mirana looking for a leap. Gets bashed. Oh, nice disjoint. Beautiful disjoint there. Keep in mind, Mirana's Sniper's ult can be disjointed.
Bottom lane.
If it hits you before you like hit the ground with leap.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did that. I thought that it was when you cast the jump. I didn't thought that it was on mid-air as well.
I think it's mid-air, yeah.
Oh wow. Jesus Christ, Dulce just got demolished just by the cleave damage alone.
And now I see why Klotz got cleave.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
against Brood, it really makes sense.
Yeah, I told you, man. This guy could go for a full armor reduction build on top of the cleave, and he would just demolish the Brood Mother or anything with his Omni Slash, pretty much. You know. Oh well, Ned, you're nice knowing you, bro.
Yeah. See ya, Ned. He's not making much item progression at all this game.
On Roche, by the way, soloing it.
I mean, he's gonna be able to though. With Lifesteal and Troll, I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm kind of surprised that neither Klods or Quest
Or even Jublu
scouted it.
has realized, yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
find
like,
it, though.
Oh yeah, there is that thing called Roche in there.
I remember Roche. Too
I
bad he's
remember
dead.
back in the day when we picked Roche. Yeah, it used to be a Granite Golem, wasn't it? Yeah, it
Was he?
Yeah, on Dota 1 was a gigantic purple Granite Golem. I think. Yeah.
Roche on the purple dinosaur?
Yeah, he was like the Rocky cousin of Barney, pretty much. Then they turn it out into...
Guys, if we kill Barney 3 times, we get cheese.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Someone just tuned in for that phrase, and I said it just for them. Anyway, Storm Spirit actually going to jump on Klotz. He's hexed up as well. He's in a lot of trouble. He gets stunned up too. DDX getting hit with a Witch Doctor ult. He doesn't even seem to care.
Oh,
I mean...
when he got a hex, by the way.
Just a moment ago.
And the Sniper falls to Dulcimania. Sorry.
About, 9 minutes for him to farm that hex.
Here, baby Jesus. And the warding has been helping them a lot. CNB, I feel like I've seen these before from CNB, just getting, you know, backed into a corner, just defending tier 3s and pretty much relying solely on their team fights. It has gone 50-50 if I recall correctly. Like, either they pull it off and just take the game with themselves, or just, well, this happens.
We got a buyback from Klotz. The gauntlet has been thrown down, but is it enough? Juggernaut actually finding the IO down in the bot lane. Unfortunately, though, I think that's what Isurus wanted to do. Cool, you picked up our IO. Guess how much I care, buddy. When Ned's going down. He did. DDX gets bashed, but it's going to be a zip. He's got zips. And he's got a TP, too. In fact, yeah, more than enough of a TP. And good game will be called. CNB, they know when they've lost, clearly. And this is what happens when Isurus picks Storm Spirit. I mean...
Yeah, it's too much of a hassle, pretty much. It's just too much of a hassle to deal with DDX on the Storm Spirit. And he keeps up with the...
What? Huh?
He does keep up with the... legacy, I would say. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're finishing this in the good old-fashioned way, folks. Anybody else notice that Alamau is for some reason moving around the map? Where is he going?
He queued
Oh, right there! Blank paused the game, thank you.
Well,
Just give it a minute, it'll realize. Anyways, guys, while we're waiting for the post-game scoreboard to come up, of course, big shout out to all of you for coming out. Not quite as many viewers as this afternoon, but hey, whatever. We'll get there. I'm SP Revolution 5. I've been joined by Rupture for this fantastic 2-game series. And this is Truesight TV that you're watching. They're gonna clean up a few more kills, you know.
Also, if you're willing to
Arnaldo.
donate for me to do a drunken, like a drunken rant, just donate a bottle of Jack Daniels and I'll do a drunk cast. I'll mess people. Just throwing that out there.
That Drunkcast is not necessarily affiliated with Truesight TV. Terms and conditions may apply. See store for details.
Yeah.
We have a store? No. Okay, DDX.
Well, I mean, they did left, so...
I mean, this is how good this guy is at Storm. That's how good he is at it. He knows what he's doing. He's got 4K in the bank here. Like, it's... Honestly, at this point, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty much. Something I want to check here about this on the overcharge. At the cost of health mana per second. Does the overcharge increase your healing percentage?
No, it reduces damage done to you by 20%. Pure magic, whatever. As long as it's not HP removal, it works.
Yeah,
and there's
I know.
very little HP removal still in the
I'm
game.
just kind of phased by most Wisp players popping
Not
up the
using it.
overcharge when healing someone, and it's not on risk of dying. By the way, just like
Oh,
casually.
if you're at full health, you won't actually heal the ally. You have to actually be regenerating the health. Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
DDX, just, I mean, showing off at this point. No rampage, but hey.
Yeah, someone actually died, so he wasn't able to pull out the rampage.
I think he actually killed them, probably, but a little earlier. Anyways, that'll be it for us tonight, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you have a good one.
Yeah. Also, buy us alcohol. Why? Because it's gonna be funny. I promise you. Anyway, I'm kidding, but I mean, call us.
Alright, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
Alright.